How's it going, everybody? You'll have to forgive me. I don't do a lot of product reviews. I'm a baseball podcaster, but I came across this product. It is the XReal One glasses. These are AR, VR glasses that are used to put basically a gigantic display in front of you. And I love gadgets like this, and I thought that people who are also interested in this type of thing would be helped by a first-hand review. This is not a sponsored review. XReal didn't send me these glasses. I bought these with my own money, and I'm not being paid to say anything about these. So I just wanted to share my honest opinion from somebody who bought the product with medium expectations and was kind of blown away by how impressive it is. But I want to kind of give you a backstory as to how I made the decision to buy these glasses, because I've also got the Meta Quest 3. I also had the Oculus Quest 2, and I own the Apple Vision Pro. I like highly technical gadgets. I love watching movies in VR. On the Oculus Quest 2, I got this app called Big Screen Beta, and it allows you to sit in basically a virtual movie theater with a bunch of other people, and you can watch movies that are streaming from people's local computers. So it's pretty cool to hop in and catch 30 minutes of Terminator with a bunch of people around. And I immediately thought, wow, it would be great to stream my entire paid movie collection from like Apple or Vudu or whatever and have like a super awesome home cinema experience. And so since I experienced that, I've been wanting products to come out. And the Apple Vision Pro, obviously the most impressive technically. You can sit out in the middle of the desert or on a lake or on the moon and have like a gigantic screen that looks like it's about 100 feet across, fully HD. The sound is amazing. The problem is that the device itself just isn't super comfortable. I had to add a Ana Pro 2 strap. That was the fourth or fifth solution that I tried to finally make this thing comfortable, and I believe it's finally done it. I also have the Meta Quest 3, which I use to not only watch movies in that big screen environment, but with a better screen than the original Oculus 2. But I also like to play games on that. It's got like a really cool drumming app. It's got some boxing apps that I really enjoy. But I still find wearing a gigantic headset difficult to watch an entire movie. And I wanted something a little bit more low profile. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to try these glasses. I came across a video from Greg's Gadgets where he gives it a review, and it was really impressive to me what I saw and what he said, where you could just put on these glasses, plug it into your phone, and have a gigantic movie screen. Sounded a little bit too good to be true. I wanted to try it out for myself. My primary use for all of these headsets has been watching video. I enjoy the immersive environment. I enjoy kind of the isolation of having a personal theater, basically, and watching some of my classic movies on gigantic screens with immersive sound. And I've been waiting for a solution that's both comfortable and convenient and will pretty much work with all of my apps and movies and stuff that I own, YouTube, Netflix, all that stuff. And XReal, I think, might be the new go-to solution. I still love what I call my magic hat, the Apple Vision Pro. That's still going to be the go-to when I want total immersion. I want to block out everything, put 100-foot screen up there and watch, a grand movie like The Avengers or Gravity or something like that. But if I'm sitting in the backyard or I'm on a plane or I just want to have a big screen and lay back on the couch and be comfortable for a while, maybe watch 5 or 6 episodes of a TV show, and I don't want all that weight on my face, I think the XReal One glasses are going to be my new go-to. They've also got this really cool feature called Sidecar, where you can put like a little heads-up display. It's about like taking a business card and putting it at arm's length or almost arm's length. That's about how big the screen will look to you. And you can take your dog for a walk and have a movie playing or a YouTube video playing or a conference call or whatever is on your phone. And you don't have to worry about the phone like shifting. If you've got a movie playing or whatever, it doesn't matter what position your phone is in. That movie will be in horizontal mode. It'll be beautiful, widescreen. Now, there are different settings that you can set up in terms of size and distance. It's not exactly like the Apple Vision Pro or like the Meta Quest 3, where you can customize your screen exactly where you want it and pin it to a point in space and leave it there. Now, you can pin a screen, but it gives you preset sizes and preset distances. So you could do, like, for instance, this is what I prefer, 149 inches at 6 meters, which is about 20 feet. And it looks like a movie theater screen, right? And you have no problem seeing this if it's, within your field of view, which is why I keep follow mode on. That's my favorite. No matter where I look, I can see the entire screen and it follows with you perfectly. There's also an anchor mode where you can basically put it like at a point in space, like on a wall or whatever. You can adjust it by holding down the button and just letting it readjust. I like the follow mode, even though sometimes it settles like a little bit too low or a little bit too high, because you can kind of retilt it by just giving it a little head nod, and it'll adjust. I love that feature. It's totally immersive. I don't even know if they meant to do that, but it's something I hadn't heard anybody mention, and it works great. The sound, oh my God, the sound is tremendous. Now, in terms of sound, Apple Vision Pro is far and away the best, but it's also 7 times more expensive than these glasses. But when I was watching my first movie on the Apple Vision Pro, I put on a Star Wars movie because it happened to be the first thing up there. And the sound, was amazing. The Meta Quest, also good sound, but it always felt it felt like a headset to me. The XReal glasses, I was blown away by this sound. It sounds the closest to a Apple Vision Pro that I've heard. It's Bose, so it's like directional, spatial. It had surround sound. I put on the entire Last Dance documentary, and I watched it over the last couple of days, and like just the sound, the cheering from the crowd, the music in the background, the interviews from the players and stuff coming from a different direction. I watched a little bit of The Avengers. I watched a little bit of Saving Private Ryan. You get the surround sound from the gunfire. I just was so immersed and so impressed by these glasses. Now look, if you want the ultimate experience, like where you've got unlimited budget or whatever and just want to totally immerse yourself, Apple Vision Pro probably the way to go. Meta Quest 3, phenomenal device. It gives you a ton of options for watching movies immersively, like the big screen, but you can also turn your browser into a theater with a curved screen, which is something that you can't do on Apple yet. I really enjoy that mode sometimes. Like I'll be walking on a treadmill or whatever, and I'll have my Quest and have a big screen in front of me curved. But I never really felt comfortable doing things like, walking in public or walking on the treadmill wearing these big headsets, because it kind of impairs your vision a little bit. I find that the XReal glasses are much better for this because you just simply put them on top of your head till you get yourself situated, lower your glasses down, and you got the screen in front of you, and it's beautiful. And you can still adjust your levels that you can see through the glasses and things like that. You could hear it fine walking on a treadmill or sitting outside. You don't need headphones. Headphones add to the experience, but you really don't need them. If you're in a room with other people, it's even difficult for them to hear it unless they're right up next to you. But the speakers are loud and directional, and they work really well. So I just wanted to give some props to XReal. Again, this is not a paid advertisement. They're coming out with another one, though, in like a month that's got a 7-degree wider field of vision. It's like $100 more. I would say definitely get that. It's coming out sooner, and the field of vision will make a difference. When you pin something in space, right, and you turn your head a little bit, it cuts off kind of the edge because there's a limited field of view. Now, if you have the Apple Vision or the Meta Quest, that field of view is wider, right? So you'll turn your head and you'll still get some peripheral screen. Whereas with the glasses, it cuts off, right? And you're just getting the light from the outside and whatnot. But that extra field of view will be beneficial. And XReal, if you want to send me one, I'd be happy to review that as well.